guys. I want to talk more today about the heart, soul, and mind, which we talked a little bit about in my last video. I've just been thinking a lot about the commandment to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And I wanted to know, why does the Bible parse it out that way? So if you think about the verses like Proverbs 23:7 that says, "For as he thinks within himself, so he is." And some versions say, "As he thinks within his heart, so he is." And you get similar things from Luke 6:45. "A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." So I've really been considering what it means for us to love God with all our heart, which includes our emotions and our intellect and our soul, which is our body and our will and the part of us that acts in the world, and our strength, which is another interesting word we're not going to get into today. Because what I think we do, especially in modern society, we have slowly degraded the value of our emotions and training our emotions in the same way that we train our intellect. Somehow we've come to believe that our intellect really is us, while our emotions are something that's trying to hijack us, and that it's mature to ignore them so they don't push us around. And to some extent that's true. We don't need to be controlled by our feelings, but we also don't need to be controlled by our thoughts. Our feelings and our thoughts should both be subservient to our soul. So what we often try to do is to love the Lord our God with all our mind, soul, and strength. We leave the heart part off of it because we're not even attempting to engage the heart in our real life. But the word is telling us that we are heart, soul, and mind, and we need to engage all of those parts. C.S. Lewis in The Abolition of Man talks about the same thing. He calls it the chest magnanimity sentiment. And he says it is the liaison officer between cerebral man and visceral man, meaning the intellect and the body. So that the heart is the thing that motivates us to act, that connects our intellect and our thoughts to what we do in our lives. So whenever we take the heart out of the things we're doing and not showing our hearts the proper way, in the same way that we know we must teach our intellect, we are crippling ourselves in our ability to do the things and love God the way we're supposed to by not getting our hearts involved and not training our hearts. We are trying to live lives of virtue and honor and loving the Lord our God with only our mind and our soul, instead of our mind, our heart, and our soul. And all of those parts of us have to be working together in order for us to do anything with our whole person. And I hope that explains why I believe this is so important. And we're going to get into a little bit more of the how in future videos. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about my books, you can go to cewhitebooks.com. And if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe below. I will be making all these heart, mind, soul videos into a playlist as I create them.